How's everyone doing today? Today I'm back with the review of the Soprano by Eastrock. I did an unboxing of this ukulele not so long ago. I can put on the description the link if you'd like to see. But just to give an overall view about this instrument, it's a laminate mahogany back and sides, also nag. It's listed as solid rosewood for the bridge and fretboard, and bone, nut, and saddle. What else? Has those tuners, closed gear tuners. I don't know if you guys can see. There's a little texture to it, which is kind of fun and I guess easier if you're doing that, like a little bit of a better grip to it. It has one strap button, not the other one. You would have to use the strap in which you tie on the headstock. And what else for those features? So this is it. It's definitely an entry level instrument. My review here, it's to the view on the viewpoint of a beginner, of an entry level. This is not a solid instrument. I'm not talking about it's gonna be like such an amazing sound, or it's gonna be in comparison with anything like of the big name brands and stuff. But as a beginner instrument, I can make the case that it's almost flawless in a lot of. So I'm gonna explain why. Well, first of all, those are the aspects for the instrument. It comes with a tuner. I gotta say, a nice gig bag. It comes with the cloth, and my the two things that I don't really like about it, I'm just gonna get something out. Sorry about that. It's the picks, which is a plastic picks, which as ukulele players we usually don't use. If we do use picks, it's usually a felt one, so it doesn't scratch the instrument. And it also comes, I think it was very interesting, carbon strings, which is very different from the acrylic strings, in which the instrument come strung already out of the box. So I thought that was very interesting. I think I have one of the Enyas, the KUT 25D, which they did the same thing. So I thought that was interesting to change the instruments, and you have like a total different tone coming out of the same instrument. So I think it's very interesting to see which one do you like bad. So that's nice. Just a little also detail, the name Eastrock around it. I thought it was very nice. So my case for this to be a good instrument, it does come with basically everything you need to start. To have a ukulele, a tuner, a bag. It's helpful. I mean, not essential, but good to take to places and you keep practicing, or take to classes or something like that. So definitely a bonus. But basically what I thought was so great about this instrument is very playable. I don't know if you guys can see the action. It's pretty low. I mean, compared to my first instrument, which was from a known brand, the action was super high. It makes very challenging to make chords, especially in the beginning, that you're still trying to settle your fingers, trying to figure out exactly what to do. So I thought this was very impressive. Like, I mean, this is amazing. Other thing that was impressive to me was the finish of the instrument. I really can't find anything that's a problem, even in terms of looks. I mean, I've been looking hard to see something that I would say, oh, this is less than ideal, and I really don't see if I could be picky about it. The E-string tuner feels a little bit loose, but I mean, the string has been holding tune pretty well. I don't have the ukulele for so long. I decided to do a review kind of early so I can change the strings for the carbon ones, and then add the sound comparison to the review at the end. So yeah, so I mean, the strings are still settling, but they start to hold tune pretty good. Even inside the instrument, the finish is also, I mean, pretty pretty good. Nothing really to complain about. Um, the finish of the fretboard, it's very smooth. I mean, I have no problem playing this instrument. It's actually pretty pleasant to play. And no sharp frets. I mean, what could you wish for as a beginner instrument? Of course, I know that if you go on Amazon and if you search for ukulele, there will be a lot of ukuleles for this price point, and it seems that more and more a lot of brands improving about quality control. So while I can talk about the Eastrock is basically if somebody would come to me and ask about, oh, is this would be a good instrument to start, I would say yes, because of exactly, I think this is the most important, the playability. You don't want to start with a ukulele that it's a struggle to play. It's a struggle to make the chords because you're gonna get turned off. You're not gonna want to keep improving your playing. So this to start is good. Like I said, I don't not comparing this to any super expensive instrument. If I'm not mistaken, this is about $47 on Amazon. It comes with all those bonus, those extras, those accessories. So I would recommend, just in terms of playability and, like I said, the finish. Of course, about the sound, it's what you get with the laminate instrument. So I can play a little bit here so you can have a little bit of like just a few strums. I'm a beginner. I'm not gonna do anything crazy, especially when it's recording kind of things. It seems that just disappear from my head. So let's see. Just a few things. Like I said, I'll do a better sound comparison definitely when I have the carbon strings, and I can go back and forth with some playing with some song maybe. It's getting pretty cold too, and my hands are getting a little numb. So yeah, so I think that's like I said, for a beginner, or even if you wanna, I don't know, take for a travel just an instrument to lay around, you don't want to spend a lot, and you particularly don't like those plastic alternative materials of instruments like the flight, or Anya's or something like that, the HPL, and you like still kind of like that woody sound. This is a good alternative. Definitely just to have around. It's cheap and does come with some accessories. So this is it. So I'll come back with the sound sample of this instrument, and also comparing to the carbon ones. So see you soon. Has a pretty not saying like amazing, but a good sustain. That's I thought that was a nice feature that I forgot to say during the review. So yeah, so now you see the carbon fiber, the carbon strings. So here just like I said, a sample of with the carbon strings provided by that came with the package on the Eastrock Very quick playing. Like I said, I sometimes I don't even know what to play on those sound samples, but see if you can hear the difference. So you just finished listening to the two sound samples of the instrument, the one with the aquila strings that comes on the ukulele as you open your box, and they provide the carbon strings, which I think it's a very interesting idea. So provides you an option to have two different tones. I've been keeping the carbon strings for now. Um, Personally, but of course it's up to discussion. It's really a subjective matter. I personally kept the carbon strings because I think it gives more definition to each note, but the in terms of volume it's much lower. The aquila strings are more like a more present. You definitely hear louder and all. So, but like I said, it's a matter of personal taste. I just wanted to present here at the end of the video my personal taste. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer to you on the comments below. Please like and subscribe. It would help a lot. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.